This episode of The Dungeon Booth is sponsored by Roll20. Take your game online with the free virtual tabletop that runs straight out of your web browser. You get click-to-roll character sheets, built-in video and voice chat, and you can even upload your own maps and tokens. Create a free account today by going to roll20.net/start/The Dungeon Booth. The Dungeon Booth is also sponsored by Elderwood Academy, makers of finely crafted wooden tabletop gaming accessories like the Codex Dice Tower, Scroll Rolling Tray, and Spellbook bespoke luxury gaming boxes. Go design your own custom accessory today at elderwoodacademy.com. Welcome back to The Dungeon Booth. Drop your weapons and your belongings on the ground. And in the name of the Nightblades, we'll spare your lives.
No.
Thokk just is not carrying anything, so just opens his hands.
Yeah. Okay. Aerika, what do you do?
What she said.
Do you drop your belongings?
Yeah.
You do? You drop your great axe?
I'm a wuss.
You drop it all. Okay. Limerick, what do you do?
I look defiant.
Okay, you stare defiantly, and Thokk, you put your hands up, right?
Just expression doesn't change, just showing that I'm not carrying anything.
Okay, so in front of you stands up a guy that looks like he could be like a lion almost, like half human, half lion or something. Probably a half orc, but it's hard to tell. And he is flanked by two others that are off to his side, and then behind you, two others come out of the forest, kind of melt out of the forest behind you.
Farts.
Limerick takes a second and counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, fine. And puts her stuff down.
Okay, so this guy in front of you, who looks sort of like he could be the leader, he kind of deftly hops up over the top of this tree. And he kind of starts walking towards you, and he motions to the others around to kind of close in. So they start kind of closing in on you from behind and from in front. He says, make sure you keep all this stuff together. Our master's going to want to make sure he's got an idea what these weirdos are doing here in the forest. And he kind of motions to the others to move forward. One of them moves close to you, Thokk, and looks to be attempting to search you. What do you want to do?
Okay, so my arms are up.
Your arms are up.
And they're within striking distance.
They are within 5 feet, which is your striking distance, yes.
Okay. I just go for just a quick boom, like closed fist to like in between the shoulder and neck.
Okay.
Because I not just kind of teach him a lesson.
Yeah. Let's see if you can surprise him. Let's roll a d20 and see if you can surprise him with your attack.
Plus dexterity?
Yeah, that'd be dexterity. Yeah.
12.
Okay, so I think what happens is when you've got your hands up and you bring, what is it, your right hand?
Yeah.
You bring your right hand down to try to clip his neck, but he was expecting something, and he basically just hits your hand to the side and blocks it. Let's roll initiative.
Oh, sorry, guys.
So everybody roll your d20.
Can I roll 2?
Yes.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, poor Aerika.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so Aerika, you've got a 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the B +2?
Did you add your dexterity to it?
No, so now it'd be 5.
5, okay.
You're going last.
Thokk, what do you got?
21.
What?
19 plus my initiative bonus of 2.
Congratulations, Thokk. That's amazing.
Yes.
That is amazing.
Yes.
Limerick.
I also have 21
What?
with
Whoa.
17 plus 4.
Oh my gosh.
You have a +4 initiative bonus?
I'm pretty impressed right now.
Yeah, I'm. That's the best I'm going to roll all game. So
You get to go first here with Thokk at this. I wonder if we could do this at the same time.
Well, wait, don't I go first
would
because
be
my natural number was higher? So I get the tiebreaker?
Yes, but it might be cooler if you both did something at the same time.
I like that better.
It might be
Dude.
cooler.
catch each other's eye.
Because you're still like,
Right.
No, I took 2 steps. So you're like 2 strides away from me.
but you both sort of are on the same vibe somehow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feeling it.
Oh, wow. So I thought you meant worse than us. So Tasty Pete rolled like a 2.
He got like a 3. Yeah.
Oh,
Man.
It's pretty bad.
He's going to get ribbed later.
I know, right?
Tasty Pete.
Around the water cooler.
Like you guys should have seen.
bandit.
He's just Pete now.
Not as tasty. Okay, so let's start things off. We kind of had this simultaneous moment where perhaps Limerick and Thokk both realized in the same moment that like action must be taken. So is there some kind of team attack thing you want to do on one person, maybe the person that's approaching, or
Okay,
Yeah.
let me. Okay, so I'm here with one person like right on me.
and I'm going to say it's Dora.
Dora.
is
Dora
right
would have been
on
off
me.
to the side of Tasty Pete.
And then Limerick is like 2 6'6" leg strides behind me.
Yes.
And then
4 fathoms.
where are the other enemies?
So there's 3 kind of in front of you and 2 behind. So in front of you is Dora, Ruda, and Tasty Pete, and behind you is Dobarn and Archer.
Okay.
I should also add all of these look like just scraggly, bottom dwellers who perhaps found their way into a few pieces of patchwork armor. They've got a few nicked up, rusty looking weapons.
So not like professionals.
Not in the least.
Okay.
Not in the least.
So I
How
don't
close behind us are the enemies approaching from the
So
rear?
they came out of the forest about 20 feet back. And in the time that it took them to get to you, they'd be about 10 feet away now. So again,
except
probably
for
like,
Dora.
well, Dora and Ruda are both in front of you. So Dora is the one who came close.
Yeah.
And then Ruda's off to the right of Tasty Pete.
Okay.
So they're all kind of within about 6 or 7 feet. They're kind of mid-stride coming towards you. The only one that's kind of in striking distance right now from just where you're standing without a move action is Dora.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. She's the one that was trying to pick your pocket.
Experience points. Of interest. Jess Carter writes, I think my funniest moment was definitely while running my own campaign with friends. Our group ran into a goblin swarm, and our swashbuckler Balthazar ripped the old man questgiver's raven off of his shoulder, unaware that he was a familiar, and in fact, a person, and asked if he could throw it at a goblin so hard it would kill him. I asked him to roll for strength, and he got a nat 20, so naturally I just ran with it. He killed the goblin, but they now had to fight the pissed off questgiver too, who they also killed. So I had to make up a completely on-the-spot new way of progressing the campaign since they just killed both the familiar and the quest giver. This player wears the raven beak around his neck as a trophy now and mentions it in every game. Yes, I have a lot of respect for a DM that can recover from a game-breaking situation like that and just keep going and just keep the adventure rolling. So congratulations to you. You are obviously a very dedicated DM and you know how to have fun with a difficult situation. So for allowing us to share this story, courtesy of Roll20.net, we are going to give you 3 free months of Roll20 Plus. What is Roll20? It's a free virtual tabletop tool set that runs right in your browser. Roll20 is used by over 3.5 million players around the world. Create character sheets easily with only a few mouse clicks, interact with your party with built-in video voice chat, play your favorite games like Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder, hundreds more. So congrats, Jess. You'll get all those free features plus premium features like dynamic lighting effects, giving you control over what your players see on the map based on their character's line of sight. To sign up for your free account right now, go to roll20.net/start/the dungeon booth. And send your amazing stories of success and failure at the table to xp@thedungeonbooth.com for a chance to have it featured on an upcoming episode and win a prize. And now, let's head back to the game.
Okay, so I think after my attempt to knock out, I think that's just kind of the signal that we're going to take these guys out.
Throwing down.
And I think based on their appearance, Thokk is not a murderer, so I don't think my intent is necessarily to kill,
Okay.
Right.
since they do seem to be just kind of desperate beggar types.
Okay.
So yeah, that said,
Would you like to make an attack?
I would like to make an attack. I'm just going to go for a punch to the face on Dora.
Okay, so the cool thing about Thokk being a monk is he has a Path of the Open Hand, which gives him martial arts. And with martial arts, he gets to make 2 attacks with every attack,
That's right.
which is awesome. So we know that Thokk is going to make 2 attacks. What is Limerick going to do?
Limerick is going to turn to the enemies approaching from the rear since he's big and strong and has this handled.
Yeah.
Is going to focus up on Arter,
Yeah.
and I'm going to use cutting words.
Okay. So we're going to see this sort of like simultaneous attack kind of thing happening here is the way it'll play out, which we'll describe after we do our rolls. So go right ahead.
Farts. Do I roll? Do you want me to roll for both of them right now, or is this one roll for both of them?
This would be, so for each one you do a hit. So you got to determine, do I hit with it? So you would roll for both.
Good.
To sort of see if they both hit.
Okay. Oh my gosh. And do I add any modifiers to this?
Yes. You add +2 to each one.
A 5 and an 8.
Okay. So in very dramatic fashion, you first strike out at the neck of Dora. She easily counters your hand, and you go, well, what do you do? What does it sound like?
Yeah, so I'd already tried to just knock her out in the neck, and so I knew that wasn't working. So then I'm just going to kind of go for a fist to the throat.
Okay. That's your first
uppercut.
attack that
Yeah,
misses.
just like, boom.
So how do you miss that?
Deflect.
She deflects it.
And so, I'm just kind of, I'm a little rusty. So as my arm's like kind of swinging up, I just, instead of like placing myself, I just go for an off balance other hit. And I'm like, okay. And I just completely like miss her completely.
Okay. And you didn't get a 1, did you?
No, I did not get a 1.
Because with a 1, we would have to also probably knock you down or something.
Yeah, I think it would
that.
like, my fist would swing around and come back and hit me in the face.
So I think what happens is there's like a really dramatic swelling of strings that have been building in the background, and they build, and then you just whiff, like really fast. And Dora's response is just kind of to like, she just kind of is frozen for a second. She can't believe that you missed both of those. And Limerick, what do you do?
I'm going to start off with my sort of free action cutting words.
Yes.
So I look super serious at Arter.
You spin around.
Yes. Dramatically, skirts swirling. I can't wait to roll
Wait,
for
before you
this.
turn, as a free action, I turned to look and to see if you saw me miss, like embarrassingly.
She definitely did not. I don't think I even need to roll for that.
I think what you mean instead of cutting words is you want to use vicious mockery, which is
I don't.
That's your cantrip. So the cantrip is the one that you can use unlimited. And cutting words is you can use it 3 times before a long rest.
Right. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's your bardic.
That was the one that I meant.
Okay, cool.
But
go for it.
Well, I'm trying to figure out which one would be better.
So cutting words is the one that you could use, like if somebody were being attacked, like if in the next round he's being attacked, you could use cutting words to like insult Dora in a staggering way that would cause her to screw her attack up.
Right. I guess my thought process was as Arter is approaching on my person, I'd like to just sort of mess him up.
Okay.
Before he gets
just like confuse him. Yeah.
So that if he does try to attack me, I feel like I've got the upper hand.
Okay. I'm not, in that case, I'm not even going to make you use, because you only get 3 of these. I'm not even going to make you use cutting words. I'm just going to let Limerick sort of try to distract him.
Cool.
So we'll call this performance.
Great.
So give me a D20 and add your performance modifier. And we'll see if you can distract him. Or confuse him, because either one, it sounds like, is your goal.
This is not a random D20, by the way.
No?
No.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 4.
Oh my gosh.
Plus 5, so a 9.
I feel like Aerika is going to be the champion of this team somehow.
Oh my god.
It's all going to come down to Aerika.
This was a last minute job, you know. We just woke up.
So what did you do to try to distract and confuse him that failed so badly?
The spin.
You spun?
The spin.
And you faced him?
And I faced him and I said, "Hey! You!" And just totally blanked, but looked really angry.
Yeah. He just kind of licked his lips and just kept advancing towards you.
Man.
What a waste of awesome initiative.
And in fact, that is Archer that you were trying to get to. And so he is going to take a swing at you. And Archer, I believe, has a short sword.
He's got a bow.
Okay. Yeah, he's got a bow. He's going to stop before reaching you. He's got a short bow. He's going to stop before getting all the way towards you. He's about 10 feet back. And he's going to just, whoosh, in a smooth motion, pull out an arrow, knock it, and let it loose. Does a 13 hit your armor class?
It does not.
Okay, so the arrow whizzes past your ear, like by an inch. So what happened was you turned around and you went, "Hey!" And then an arrow went, Straight past your ear.
Uncalled for. It's rude.
Okay, so Dora has recovered, and she's now going to try to take a swing at you.
Probably feeling pretty bold.
I think she's ready for whatever you've got. She does a 17 hit you.
Yes.
Okay, she brings that kukri around, and she connects, and that is 4 damage.
Okay.
So, yeah, it just grazes kind of the front of your tunic, and it kind of cuts a little piece of your tunic and into your flesh just a little bit. It's a flesh wound.
That was my M&S pained.
And then, seeing that these people who they thought were just surrendering are not surrendering, Ruda takes it upon herself to let loose with her hand crossbow, but she's aiming at Aerika.
Oh, no.
Because Aerika seems to be the only one who's not engaged. Does an 8 hit your armor class?
No.
Okay, so she kind of fumbles and fires off a shot, but it goes wide and just flies off into the forest.
And Aerika is like right next to Limerick, right?
Limerick's behind you, and Aerika, if anything, is maybe next to Limerick, I guess. You were further away from Thokk, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but they're both behind you. So then Dobarn, who has a dagger, is going to charge in and see if he can do any damage. Does an 18 hit your armor class?
Yes.
Okay. He's able to hit you for 4.
Oh my God.
He cuts you with his dagger.
I'm used to these battle scars.
It's just another day for me.
Time for a quick game break so I can tell you about ElderwoodAcademy.com. They're a crafter of fine wooden tabletop gaming accessories, and you need to find out about these guys. I first came to know their accessories when I found the Codex Dice Tower. And the craftsmanship and the attention to detail really impressed me. It's about 3 inches wide by 10 inches tall wooden tower. You dump your dice into the top of it, and it rolls your dice for you perfectly each time. So you get a great random roll with each roll of your dice. They're designed to look like an ancient scroll case. They have decorative hardwood caps on each end. They're wrapped in foil-pressed leather, and they can be customized from color to the laser-cut artwork that you choose, both for the leather wrap and for the wooden caps. They're really sturdy, they're really lightweight, they clearly care a lot about their products and a lot about tabletop gaming. So check these out for yourself, see how amazing these products look. I think using them will really add something special to your next game. But even if you don't play, don't forget, these accessories make a great personalized gift for the tabletop gamer in your life. So go check out ElderwoodAcademy.com today. Now, back to the game.
And then, Aerika, you have gathered your wits about you. Suddenly, what you thought was just an encounter in the forest is now a war zone. What do you do?
I hastily grab my battle axe. And is anyone in like swinging distance? Or does she have to move to hit someone?
You would probably need to take you would probably need to take a step. You've got 2 that are right behind you. That's Archer and Dobarn. The 3 in front of you are Tasty Pete, Dora, and Ruda.
She's just going to pick up her axe and run and swing at whoever's closest because she's angry because she just made some friends and they might die.
He's got to protect him now.
Yeah.
It's time to get serious. So you pick up your axe, and let's say you turn. Your friend Limerick is the one that just got an arrow that whizzed right by her head, which means it went pretty close to your head too. So let's say you turn around and charge towards Artur and maybe even kind of surprise him a little bit because he didn't expect that. For a free action, you pick up your great axe and you go the distance and you roll a d20.
Yeah, I just rolled a 14, so then be +2. 14
plus 2 hits.
Nice.
So the damage that you get with a great axe is d12.
Wow.
So you can either roll 2 d6s and add them together. That's usually kind of or just roll a d6 twice.
1, 3.
Okay, so that's 4. You bring your great axe down, you chop him in the side, and it does cut into his arm a little bit, but it's mostly a flesh wound. He kind of reels backwards a little bit. And we are over to Tasty Pete, who roars. Ah! Because he was expecting this thing to go down really easily, and suddenly these weirdos who showed up in his forest clearing are now attempting to fight back.
Drama queen.
Not supposed to happen. So he sort of sizes up Thokk as the leader of this group. And so
Rude.
he charges, closes the distance between you, and he's going to see if he can drive this dagger into your skull. But he totally whiffs with a 4.
Yes.
And we're back to the top of the order with Thokk.
So he is now right next to me.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to go for the...
You've got Tasty Pete and you've got Dora up in your grill.
Can my two attacks have to be on one target?
No. If you want to divide them up between the 2 targets, you can absolutely do that.
I'm going to go for a kick to Dora.
Okay.
And then a punch to Tasty Pete.
Nice. Let's see that. Roll it out and add 2.
10 to Dora.
Okay.
Yes, 17 to Tasty Pete.
That's a hit for both.
Ah, yes.
So roll damage on both, and you will add.
I have a D8 plus 3.
It is D4 plus 2.
Oh,
D4, but it's D4 plus 2 on both.
all right, Dora. 3.
That's 5.
No, I rolled a 1.
Okay, you're doing the math. That's good. Okay, good.
4 total.
And 4 on Tasty Pete.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So I very expertly do an awesome monk-like sideways heel first kick right into Dora's sternum, hoping to crack her sternum. And then bouncing off of that, I use the momentum of that into a kind of a leaping punch into Tasty Pete's face.
And he goes, "Oh, I didn't see that coming." Okay, and we're up to Limerick now.
Great. Am I in arm's reach of Aerika?
Yes, you are.
Great. I'm not really paying attention to you, but I get the sense you're not doing awesome. So I'm kind of just looking around and
You've heard a lot of wind.
Yeah. I just almost got an ear piercing. I'm not down with that.
Yes.
So I'm going to reach for Aerika and give her some heroism to help her continue to keep me not dead.
Nice.
And my verbal cue for that is, "You're doing great, sweetie."
Aw, thank you.
This is a spell which for basically 1 minute, which comes down to 10 rounds, your ally is immune to fear, and you also get 3 temporary hit points per round for each of the 10 rounds. So each round you get 3 more hit points for each of those rounds. The key here is you have to concentrate the whole time for all those 10 rounds in order for that to work.
On it.
So when you're concentrating, you can still attack, you can still move, but if you get hit, then you have to make a concentration save. So if that comes up, then we'll do it. And if you save, you get to keep the spell going. And if you don't, then the spell fails. That's how that works. All right, so heroism is cast, and that means you get automatically 3 hit points. So you can add that under your temp hit point box there. And nothing can scare you anymore. So whereas before, only moments ago, you were this terrified little dwarf girl, now you are not afraid of anything. And that leads us to Archer. So he is going to take another shot. That is a miss. Dora, that is a miss. And Dobarn, 14. Dobarn is attempting to attack. Let's see, he's kind of behind. So Dobarn's attempting to attack you. Is a 14 hit?
No.
14 armor class? Okay, so that's a glancing blow. And then we're up to you. So Aerika, go ahead.
Okay, Aerika takes her axe and swings it above her head, and she's just shown off.
Yeah.
I love it. She's feeling herself.
Confidence.
She's not scared anymore.
And brings it down hard into Dobarn.
Nice.
I roll a 2 plus a 2 is 4.
That hits. I think that hits.
Well, it doesn't. But
I love how how evenly matched we all are. We're like marginally better than these than our first encounter vagabonds in the woods.
yes. I think this is kind of your team's moment to gel. You know, this is a lot of good things are going to come out of this later.
Yeah. If we don't die
if
here
you don't
in the
die.
forest.
Yeah, if you don't die instantly. So you totally miss, and Dobarn like cackles. He's like a little dude, and he kind of dances a little jig back and forth, and maybe he's an entertainer in another life. I don't know. But now we're on to Tasty Pete, who has just taken a fist in the face and is going to try to return it, but he's seeing stars, so he just whiffs. He pulls a Thokk and just totally misses.
That's not going to be a thing.
I want to give a big thank you to Mike Shea over at slyflourish.com. Fantastic Adventures is his book of 10 great, concisely written one-shot adventures, and it was the inspiration for this game. His site, slyflourish.com, and the guides he has written are great for both veteran dungeon masters and for those who are coming to the game for the very first time. So go to slyflourish.com/fantastic adventures and go get your own copy. I promise both you and your players will love this book. Follow Kyle Phillips on Twitter at KylePhillipsFun. Follow Felicia Angel on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as on her website at FeliciaAngel.com. Follow Jill Harris on Twitter at JillyBeanNomNom and on her website at JillHarrisVO.com. I'm voice actor and dungeon master Christopher Waycamp. Thank you for listening. Next time on the Dungeon Booth.
I think we should follow them.
Yes to that, but also, oh my God, can someone get the arrow out of me?
Did you see what I did with the hand?
Sweetie.
That was me.
Sweetie, you're awesome.
Thank you.
But oh my God.
I walk over to Limerick.
Oh, please don't.
And just rip the crossbow bolt out of her shoulder. Toss it on the ground and say, let's go.